I grew up in East Los Angeles, and the thing about growing up in East LA is everybody is a Latino, recent immigrant, so we all feel kind of the same level of poor. A lot of what has laid out where my family ended up in the US was due to historical racism.
There was a period of maybe 6 years that we moved every year to find low-income housing or housing that I really could afford so that I could make sure that I could feed the kids, pay utilities, and everything else because, of course, the rent eats first.
One reason why people are food insecure is because they cannot afford sufficient food to eat. Low household income and wealth are big factors. When faced with an unexpected medical bill, car repair, or other expense, many people reduce spending on groceries or cut spending on food altogether. Let's look at 3 causes of low household income and wealth: racism, low wages, and housing costs. Racism goes beyond bigotry and individual intolerance. Slavery, segregation, broken treaties, exclusionary hiring, redlining, and many more policies have privileged the wealth of white people at the expense of people of color, especially Black and Hispanic people. Over generations, these policies have created a racial wealth gap, leaving households of color with smaller personal safety nets and therefore at a greater risk of food insecurity. Nearly half of U.S. workers are employed at low-wage jobs, many of which are part-time or seasonal. These workers provide essential services, but their wages don't cover basic needs, and opportunities for advancement are limited. Most new jobs created today are low-wage jobs. And finally, housing. In 2018, there was no county in the U.S. where a minimum wage worker could afford a 1-bedroom apartment and cover all other essential expenses, like health care or transportation. Too many are forced to decide between rent and food. Until these problems are fully addressed, people will continue to experience food insecurity across the country.